Hi everybody, this is Diana in LA and Cary in the UK, and we're here to talk about this week's stars. Welcome to our weekly reading where we explore all things astrological. From our two different points of view in two different locations in the world, we bring to you a unique astrological perspective on what is happening right now across the globe. So here we go. Happy Valentine's Day, first of all. It's a wonderful weekend, actually, comparatively, these days. We have a lot of trines and sextiles, even though in the background, the Saturn square Uranus marches on all through the week and next week, too. We have a lot of new, energized, intense aspects this week that culminate Tuesday and Wednesday. We're working with these big, powerful energies as the sun is moving from Aquarius to Pisces on Thursday. So that's good news. That's going to change the energy feeling quite a bit. And also Mercury is going to be going direct next Saturday. So that will give some relief. It all culminates in the middle of the week this week. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to see a lot of fireworks. And as the moon conjuncts Uranus, which is squaring exactly Saturn. Meanwhile, Venus is squaring Mars. So we've got a lot of activity going on in the sky. We're going to see a lot of action happening in our worlds. Aquarius and Taurus, those are the signs that are going to be feeling this the most intensely. But any signs in aspect to those signs, you're going to really be feeling it too. So Cary, I see you're all bundled up in England. How are things going on your side of the world?
Yeah, we really are bundled up in England because we've had the coldest cold snap in 25 years. In fact, they've said today on the news that they're expecting freezing rain. Now, I can't remember freezing rain before. So that's very unusual, and that is a sign of Uranus. Getting very near the UK's Mars. In addition to that, the UK, they announced that the GDP was the lowest drop in GDP in 300 years. So we had that wonderful news as well today. So we're all sitting here waiting for this Mercury Retrograde to stop and go direct. That will be good for lockdown. That will be good for communication, because at the moment, the communication at the moment, it's a bit all over the place. I think that's a real symptom of it's Mercury beginning to get near Saturn again, setting off the square of Saturn and Uranus. So you've got all this unpredictable communication and extreme things happening across the world.
That's a good point, Cary. As Mercury has been going retrograde, apparently backwards in the sky, it's been going through Aquarius backwards, getting all those points again, and it's getting very close to conjuncting Saturn. It's 4 degrees away by Saturday next. But the good news is it is going to turn next Saturday, so it's not going to actually conjunct it exactly at any point, but we're still feeling it. It's a review. We're going over the same materials we were going over when Mercury went retrograde 3 weeks ago, right? And that figures, that's what we're talking about. That's what the impeachment trial is. We're going over the information that happened 3 weeks ago. And so here we go and reviewing, right? And that may be happening in your life too. What are you reviewing these days? Right? That's the interesting thing to always look at. Like, how do these things affect you personally? We are talking about a lot of global events, of course, and there's so many going on right now, but always this is personal too. How is Mercury been moving through your chart? What areas have you been reviewing?
And how has Mercury been affected by the aspect to Uranus and Mars? How that's been affecting your chart? Because if you've got your sun and Uranus is near it and Mercury is squaring it, you're going to really feel it. So we're getting lots of mixed communication worldwide on many, many different subjects. If you look at the United States, the Biden administration, when the Biden administration formed on the 20th of January, Mars and Uranus were conjunct at 6 degrees Taurus. So that is the chart of that administration. And Saturn and Uranus this week are squaring each other at 7 degrees Taurus and 7 degrees Aquarius, squaring the natal Mars conjunct Uranus of the Biden administration. So expect some kind of fireworks this week or very fiery talk. And it may be about impeachment, it probably is about the impeachment, but this week is a very important week for that administration, and expect something quite unusual to happen.
Right, we are so not done yet. I've said that so many times this year and last year too. This is a big push with a lot of energy over a long period of time. That's why these aspects are so significant, because they are occurring over this whole period of a year, really, most of it. And we're playing it out, and there's no resolve to it yet. It's coming, but it's not yet. And so while Mercury is starting to almost conjunct Saturn retrograde backwards, meaning things aren't clear, things are being revealed and hidden, squaring Uranus too, so that means that it's upsetting news, upsetting information. And then when the moon conjuncts it on Tuesday, that's going to flare it. That makes it personal. So it's really going to be an interesting week this week, as it has been lately.
It's going to be an interesting next few months. You got that flavour of Saturn squaring Uranus in the background. And that's for the whole world. And it's going to affect you one way or the other depending what the lineup of planets are in your chart. It's what happens near the end of the year where things start to reveal themselves, things start to become clearer. From Sunday, the kind of communication that's going to come out is still going to be upsetting, but it'll be clearer. It'll be more direct. Because the kind of communication we're getting at the moment, for example, in the UK, with all these vaccines, one doctor saying you only need one vaccine, another one says you've got to have lots of vaccines, another politician saying, well, we're going to have passports, another one says we're not. Lots of miscommunication. They don't know what they're going to do yet. So they test these things out to see what the public think, and it causes anxiety. And that is a symptom of the Saturn squaring Uranus, and the symptom of of Uranus, transiting Uranus, coming near the UK's Mars. And Saturn is squaring the UK's Mars. So the UK, when you consider how small it is, we've lost 100 and something thousand people to COVID. Our little island and the United States has lost 400,000. Look at that. So we're being affected in a way that we've never been affected before, and it's going to change just about everything. And this week we had our Chancellor who was saying about this fall in GDP. People are thinking, well, what does that mean? What does that mean going forward? How's that going to affect our day-to-day lives? Which is a very Saturn-type feeling that you have when Saturn's involved, adversely aspecting a particular planet, which in the UK's case is Mars. So we are in very unusual times.
Right. And so Saturn square Uranus, tearing the fabric of our society, right? The thing that knits us together. Everything is being questioned right now and reviewed as Mercury is retrograde on top of it all. So it promises to be an interesting and intense week again. Hopefully the re-healing of our world will be happening because of this, right? Not yet. We're in it. We're still in surgery. A friend of mine says, you never get off the surgeon's table in the middle of a surgery. We are in the middle of a surgery, right? And you need to finish the work of that surgery, and it's a psychic surgery for the whole planet. So, on that note, on Valentine's Day. We wish you a week full of love. And remember that love is our superpower. Don't forget, stay in the energy flow of love. And if you are enjoying these broadcasts, we hope you will share them and subscribe and like and tell your friends. And we'll see you next week.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Sending you lots of love. Have a great week and stay safe.